Mummy talks a lot to me about my older sister. One day she went to the city stadium. She gave me a kiss and said, "See you later." When I ask where she is, they say that she is in heaven now. Mummy tells me that the story of my sister is linked to the story of my country.
October 1958, the people of Guinea choose independence. The French occupier withdraws, his officials, his army, and his funding. On these unstable foundations, Ahmed Sékou Touré becomes the first president of the Republic of Guinea. 26 years of rule, 26 years of despotism. On his death in 1984, he leaves the country on the verge of civil war. A few days later, the army seizes power and proclaims the Second Republic. At its head, Colonel Lansana Conté. But the elections continue. Conté confirms his presidency with incredible voting figures to rival any dictatorship. Conté reigns with absolute power until his death. Hours after the announcement, an unknown figure appears on Guinean television.
On est venu au pouvoir pour éviter ce que vous saviez comme moi.
Captain Camara makes a reassuring, sociable speech. September 28, 2009, the people gather in the capital's main stadium. The army surrounds the stadium and fires live bullets at the demonstrators. December 3, 2009, Camara survives an attempt on his life. He's exiled to Burkina Faso. General Sekouba Konaté is named interim president and calls on us to ensure the fairness of the first free elections of June 2010. I arrived last night in Conakry, the capital. Water flowed on the tarmac of the airport as if to wash away the traces of bloodshed. The atmosphere of the city is strange, the tension is palpable. The army is ever present, oppressive. Its history is not reassuring. Day 1. Our mission has been here for 2 months in this hotel in Conakry. Our setup contrasts with the precarious conditions outside, but it's necessary for it to work properly. I know that every decision we take could jeopardize this mission. My colleagues have set up their headquarters here, where everything is organized, the orders are given, and the situation on the ground is analyzed. D-Day -2. We leave with the head of the mission. We visit different prefectures outside the capital. Our aim? To ensure the fairness of the election campaign. Leaving the exhausting heat of this city will do us good. Here, nothing seems to have changed since the 50s. Time has left its mark on the walls. Are we really capable of changing the destiny of this country? On the way, we pass supporters who demonstrate loyalty to their leaders. Here, the atmosphere is friendly. They know how important their votes are. Their painful past has not made them lose hope. But we must be careful, because yesterday in the prefecture of Koya, some demonstrations turned nasty and tension is still high. Every passing day reminds us how our impartiality can also put us in danger. Back in Conakry, the tension has risen. For 10 kilometers, the highway is packed with thousands of supporters of Alpha Condé, a former opponent of the regime. Being stuck in the middle of this turmoil is worrying. It's a sharp reminder of how hungry the people are for miraculous change, and how the slightest trouble can become an excuse for the army to retain power. D-Day -1. Tomorrow's the day so long awaited by the Guineans. In our headquarters, it increases the pressure because we have to compile all the information from the observers scattered throughout the country.
Alors moi je te fais le bilan dans la région, donc on commence par le plus problématique à Conakry.
Today is D-Day, the elections. The mood of the city changed in the early morning. The effervescence of the metropolis has given way to silence. The city is holding its breath. lone exception to this silence is the noise of the engine that brings us to the polling station. Some troops approach. These are the forces securing the elections. I'm reassured. At first glance, the elections were held peacefully. We check each polling station. Our work is not finished, but already our presence has reinforced the confidence of voters in the election process. It's late. The counting can start. We're at a turning point in the future of this country. The votes are counted once, twice. With the means at hand, we count. Mistakes are not an option. You can see the fatigue on their faces, but this is a historic moment. Magical.
Sur cette élection présidentielle qui donc la Guinée.
Après l'indépendance, je n'ai jamais pu voter. C'est aujourd'hui que j'ai pu voter.
Pour la première fois, les Guinéens vont voter dans la transparence. Tu es libre, tu viens, tu votes comme tu veux.
Bonjour à tous et bienvenue à cette conférence de presse de la mission d'observation électorale de l'Union européenne en République de Guinée.
Il reste clair pour nous qu'il n'y avait pas une intention centrale de fraude ou de gestion d'un système de fraude dans ce processus.
The first round ends. Diallo, 40%. Alpha Condé, 18%.
Nous disons que la Guinée tout entière est devenue une famille.
All will be decided in the second round, but everyone agrees these elections are already a success. For the first time, I can draw breath. The last day, I'm leaving to join other observers. They've lived through the same adventure as me, but on the other side of the country. Anxiety, fatigue, joy, they've experienced that too. We feel we've contributed to solidify the foundations of this country. We've taken part in a key moment in the history of these people. Their faces, their joy, will be etched forever in our memory. Hope reborn at last, so that one day future generations can say, I'm proud to be Guinean. We've started this book. It's up to you and your children to write the rest.